after a disappointing 2022 season. Ferrari are putting in the effort to regain their dominance on the grid and reclaim their title as the top team in F1. They are making major upgrades to their 2023 car, promising to be the fastest and most powerful machine on the grid when this season begins. Frederic Vasseur, the former Alfa Romeo boss, has taken on the mantle of leading Ferrari as its new team principal following the resignation of Mattia Binotto in December 2022. Vasseur joins the legendary Italian racing team at a time of great promise, as Ferrari aims to reclaim its place at the top of the Formula One world. In the 2022 season, Ferrari experienced a resurgence, designing what many experts believe to be the best base car of the first era under the new aerodynamic regulations. The F175 was a formidable machine, with young driver Charles Leclerc behind the wheel, winning 2 of the 3 opening races. However, their success was short-lived, as a series of setbacks starting from the 4th round in Emilia-Romagna took a toll on their season. Driver errors, reliability issues, and strategic mistakes cost Ferrari dearly as they watched Red Bull and Max Verstappen breeze past them to claim both world championships. As a result, Ferrari chairman John Elkann couldn't help but question Binotto's leadership, and the Italian ultimately resigned, perhaps to avoid being publicly sacked from the team he had spent 28 years working on. Vasseur brings a wealth of experience and a proven track record of success to the team. He has a reputation for making bold decisions and adapting when necessary, and he fully understands the magnitude of the task at hand. The role of Ferrari's team principal is often referred to as a poisoned chalice, but Vasseur is undeterred, eager to lead Ferrari back to the top. Ferrari is making significant strides in engine performance, and their drivers Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz are said to have a powerful advantage on the track, with as much as 30 additional horsepower in their cars compared to last year. This is a major achievement for the team and a testament to their tireless work and relentless research. With the increased horsepower, Ferrari hopes to close the gap between themselves and dominant teams like Red Bull and Mercedes. The FIA's engine freeze has made it challenging for teams to make significant changes to their power units. However, teams are still allowed to work on reliability, which is where Ferrari has been focusing their efforts. The team is putting countless hours of hard work and research to unlock this additional horsepower, giving them a much-needed competitive edge on the track. However, Ferrari aren't the only ones to be getting more power than last year. Mercedes have also made significant advancements by reducing mechanical component friction, resulting in an extra 16 horsepower for their drivers. Meanwhile, Red Bull has found another 10 horsepower, adding to their already impressive arsenal. These advancements in engine performance show just how serious the competition is in the world of Formula One. Teams are constantly pushing the boundaries and striving for excellence, making the sport more exciting than ever. As teams gear up for the upcoming season, it's clear that the race for power will only continue to heat up. Ferrari's extra 30 horsepower could be just the advantage they need to compete at the highest level and be a major force to be reckoned with on the track. Apart from Ferrari's progress in terms of power unit, the Italian team have made significant changes to their 2023 car. What are these changes? Ferrari's 2023 car is going to be a true marvel to behold. While the car might look similar to the previous year's model, the team has made some significant modifications that could make a real difference in its performance. First and foremost, the car's rear end has been reworked, allowing for a more aerodynamic and pronounced shape in the Coca-Cola region. Additionally, the nose of the car has undergone some slight changes, which could enhance its performance on the track. Their designers have been pushing the boundaries and exploring new ways to enhance the car's performance, while still keeping the iconic U-shape of the side pods of the F175. The side pods themselves have been given a sleek new look, made shorter and more aerodynamic, with a focus on optimizing the final section in front of the rear wheels. The vents on the side pods have also been given a dramatic makeover, with a taller and narrower opening to allow for maximum airflow and cooling. The car's undercarriage is where you'll see the most dramatic changes. The team has made significant alterations to the chassis in the lower section, the sides of the cockpit, and the area surrounding the fuel tank. The gearbox has been completely redesigned, and the rear suspension has been moved around inside the gearbox to allow for a new floor design in this area. This unique design, combined with the elevated diffuser and the revamped side pods, will make this car a force to be reckoned with on the track. The upgrades made by Ferrari are indeed remarkable, but for them to dominate the grid again, they require more than just a fast car. According to the team, the power unit failures paralysed their campaign immensely. But the truth is that they were not only hampered on the power unit front. In our opinion, the team's strategic choices were at times a shambles. Given the predictability of a season, it's normal to make a few strategic mistakes. Perfection is hard to achieve, especially in every race. However, Ferrari seemed to not have learned from their mistakes throughout the campaign, leading to repeated errors. Monaco was the first big blunder. Major chaos ensued in Ferrari's garage as just a few laps after his first pit stop, Leclerc was called in again. However, a moment later, his engineer panicked and shouted over the board radio that he should stay outside after all. Before that, it was already too late, forcing Leclerc to wait for his teammate, who was also in the pit lane at the time. As a result, the Monegasque fell back to 4th place and failed to convert his pole position into a victory at his home circuit. At Silverstone, Leclerc again fell victim to Ferrari's late choices, while Sainz ran away with the victory. The team did not react to a late pit stop in the race and chose not to call in Leclerc, who was leading. The drivers behind the Monegasque all opted for new tyres, so it was only a matter of time before the Ferrari driver was overtaken left and right. It led to another place next to the podium. The Hungarian Grand Prix was perhaps Ferrari's low point in 2022. With Verstappen's grid penalty, the team had a great chance of victory, but the wrong tyres were chosen. While all the other teams realised that hard tyres were not an option in the cool conditions, it seemed like a good idea for Ferrari to put the drivers on the hardest compound. However, there was absolutely no grip on the hard tyres, so Leclerc had to come in for a third pit stop. Restoring trust and belief within the strategy department, under the command of Inaki Rueda, must be Vasseur's objective. After all, you can have the fastest car on the grid, but the strategy is just as important a part of winning as anything else. Also, while the noise coming out of Ferrari is positive, the reality is we will not know just how fast their 2023 car is until the first race in Bahrain, for the simulator does not always produce the most accurate results. Mercedes and the W13 are prime examples of this, as the porpoising issue that wrecked almost the entirety of their season did not show up until they got the car out on track. And while the pre-season testing event in Bahrain is a good chance for teams to see where the problems are, such as McLaren's brake issue last year, it is not until the first race that teams will show their true performance. The term sandbagging has often been applied to teams who do not show their optimal performance, and they have every right not to, for one of the strongest weapons a team has at the start of the season is the element of surprise. The upcoming 2023 season will be kicking off with the Bahrain Grand Prix on the 3rd to 5th of March, with the pre-season testing the week before. And with Red Bull, Mercedes and Ferrari all gaining power from last year, it is looking to be extremely competitive at the front of the grid. Which team do you think will have the best performance in the 2023 season? Let us know in the comments section below.